Hello. Today is the 1st of August, I think. The first or the second, I can't even let me be sure because yesterday I was off. Today is the second, Saturday the 2nd of August. And since last night, I have been coughing, coughing, coughing. The pressure is on me where somebody's abusing me. They're abusing their authority. The win whatever is the same people from the conference or wherever, I don't know. I just don't understand for what reason people are on my back. I just don't understand. They are intentionally switching me up with a boy, Asafa Powell, for example, who is well known. I don't need him. He was over there, I suppose they were all there in Monaco, and he's now in Italy. So they are for him, they're celebrating him. They're lying that I'm a boy. First, they had used my brother, now they're using him because they are reiterating the story of Alicia and Margaret, and because I'm denouncing them, they are hating me for it. So they're like pressuring me. My own house that I have, I'm paying rent for my own place. If I leave for a vacation or wherever, or even just to go downstairs to throw away the garbage, there's someone in the building that is quickly coming here and emptying my refrigerator, serving themselves, and it's truly not funny, you know. Now, roasting with fever since yesterday because I am lactose intolerant. I had milk with tea and I kind of put too much creme into it, and I started coughing. I can only drink certain milk apparently. So anyway, I was coughing and coughing and coughing. I'm taking Doliprans, which are equivalent to paracetamol. It's not going away. I feel this sense of sucking on my breast, for example, where it's a provocation again. I'm being denied access each time, and I don't think people out there are listening, whether it's coming from the Caribbean because they have disrespected me already and using Africans in front of me, which, I mean, they want to do it, they do it. They use Africans for their investment, that's their story. But don't use them to bullyverse my life. Each have their problems. Now you have different nationalities coming, the Arabs, of course. You have Asia, you have the entire generation of people on my back, and I just don't see why. It has been going on for a while. Illness is not something that you go into a shop and purchase. These people are intentionally doing stuff, and I'm hurting in my leg, for instance. I can't move. They did it because they just don't want me to survive or have a job. And so each 30 years ago, when they had done this at Hope Pastors, these people who are not in my race, and they are following me because of their nationality or whatever. And reason being is that they are oppressing me, and they are acting as if, oh, we are here to help and do sort whatever. It's not true, and it's not the case. What they deliberately do is like they sabotage me all the time, all the frigging time, for me to lose and their kids to go forward. And it has been going on for a very long time. My profile pictures, I put up a white girl because they are not speaking about me. They're speaking against me. So if they're using Alicia, for example, Alicia is white. So if they're speaking about her, obviously I'm going to use it. Now they're using cousins against me, high up with other celebrities. I'm not going to fight them for it. But somebody here is like discriminating me. They're humiliating me in a weird way. And it goes straight up to politics where, they are forcing me and forcing my hand to blame me for stuff, which I am not responsible for. I am not Naomi Campbell. I don't choose to be her. I don't want to be her. I was told that she's from Kenya. So if the prime minister or president or whosoever of America is from Kenya, he's the one representing her. So obviously they catapult her so big that I can't find the strength to fight for myself, you know. And these people are coming every day. They're coming and they're using their teenage daughters to insult me at work, as if I'm supposed to be their guide. I'm supposed to be their helper, and it's just so incorrect, you know. It's just so incorrect. Today I'm roasting with fever. There's nobody here to help me, as usual. But yet still I'm supposed to go into places to feed people because I'm just their mascot of some sort. Just leave me alone. People just need to avoid me, avoid my contentions, just avoid me. I just don't understand. I mean, I'm paying lawyers to get my documentations in this country. They ran off with my money. Haven't heard from him. Somebody in my computer, they're copying all information and doing all sort. There's no police to say whatever. And I'm just so tired to go to them actually, because how can't they not know what's going on? I have been going ever since. People are blocking me from speaking to people. I have been going back and forth. I'm just so sucked up and tired of it. I'm really tired of it. The community is on me for the longest of while, and they behave as if they are celebrating me when they are not. A whole lot of discrimination, insults, dehumanization going on in the back. And whosoever is being copied into this theory person, and he's just going on as if it's a competition between he and I. There's no competition here. I work with a lot of people back then in the system. I was just a silhouette model in certain films, nothing. You would think that it's nothing valuable, but it's just a trap. I know now it's just a trap. They did it in a way where I'm supposed to come back now and be this glorious Naomi in the front to enhance marketing or whatever. And if I'm having people who are penetrating me in such diabolic way and confusing the public each time because they want to be there and they can have the big cars and the name brands and what have you, and the photographers are selling them as such, I'm not going to compete with that. I'm not going to fight with it. I'm doing my own thing in the back, and regardless, I'm not bothering anybody, and I cannot speak out on my own terms on whatever is going on here because they are blocking me each time, because I'm supposed to be the Aki in everybody's story. I'm supposed to be the source of the oxtail in everybody's story. And the Caribbean is like they are just eating it up and just onto me all the time. And you just cannot get the privilege of being who I want to be or having the opportunity to succeed in anything. Whatever I want to do, they're just fighting against it. If I want to live somewhere, they are fighting against it, saying, oh, the black ones in who are blacker than I am, who are Jamaicans themselves, they are entitled to, because France is allowing them to. Arabics are allowing them to, and it's just one person, huh? One person. So year in, year go, and they don't have houses themselves. All these Ashelem people who are fighting me for whatever, they don't have it themselves. Their kids are just coming around and bullyversing my life each time. And instead of just teaching them the right way to do stuff, to be respectful, the black ones, they are literally provocators. The other day I have one of them and she's like, she just started to work and she's already giving me her psychology and her attitude and whatever. Her name is Judas or whatever resort. And I'm like, come on. They don't seek to be friends with you first. That's every single one of them that I met for the most part. Black people, they don't try to be friends first. They throw you their dirty colors or their psychology as if they want to prove a point that they're better than you or that they know something that you don't know. And it's it depends on if I am in a bad mood or something like this. It can easily provoke a war, which is what they want. And certain Jamaicans, they are very short tempered, which I'm looking on at them now, and they some of them they just don't understand these Africans. I think, they just don't know them, where they like to run these jokes supposedly, which for me they're not jokes. But like I said in the beginning, they will set you ablaze just to see how far you can go, or how much you can take. you know they some of them, these black girls, they don't even speak to me. They don't even say hello to me in the workplace. So each time I have to go up to them like, oh, what's your name, or doing my Jamaican thing, which, I'm like so frustrated at times. So I said to myself, that they are not worth it. They're absolutely not worth it. Some of them, they are obviously not worth it. And it just hurts me to the bones to see these Americans, I suppose, or these Arabics and these Asians and friends who are putting them forward without not knowing how destructible they can be. Yeah, the sweetest, they are very, very sweet, very, very